Stay tuned and let's check out this Marvel Legends Mobius from the Loki series. Pow and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. And remember, you can now hit that join button and become a channel member as well. Quite simply show some love or join the members club. Much appreciated. Today we are taking a look at the brand new Marvel Legends Mobius from the Loki Disney Plus series. Now this guy is just a single pack exclusive, not associated with any particular wave, but of course he is a Disney Plus figure that we even get the Disney Plus logo on the box as well as the Loki series logo, which a lot of people seem to like a lot. If you ask people which is their favourite Disney Plus show, a lot of people are saying Loki. Not my personal favourite, really enjoyed it, but I am happy to add more characters from that series onto the shelf because we only got Loki in his sort of time variant jacket in that Disney Plus wave. Now we know we're getting Sylvie in the What If wave, but it's nice to know we're also adding Mobius as he was another main character in that series. Yes, it's just the guy in a suit, but come on, it's about the characters they represent on screen, having them in plastic for our shelves. So we're going to open him up, check him out and compare him to some other legends as well. So yeah, Mobius, there he is in the packaging, as I said, in his suit. He has his little wand and his little time pad that sort of helps him travel through time and opens those doors. You know what I'm talking about. You've seen the show. I like that the back of the box is the actual Time Variant Authority logo as well. Spin it around, we're getting a picture of him on the side, and then that same picture is on the back of the box, as well as a write-up that reads, Mobius M. Mobius is an agent for the Time Variance Authority who specialises in investigating particularly dangerous time criminals. Or more or less it says that. You know the score. Let me spin it around. There he is again. So all I can say is, wow, let's get him open. So here we have Mobius M. Mobius out of the packaging with both of his accessories. Now, do you think that M stands for Mobius and his full name is Mobius? I think it is. So he comes with his staff and then his little Tempest Pad that helps him travel through time. But no Build-A-Figure pieces, as you can see. Now, I've already mentioned no wave association with this guy. It's just a single packed figure, which I'm very happy with because let's be honest, the people buying this guy know what they're getting themselves in for. May not look like the most exciting action figure, it's just a guy in a suit, but it's all about having Mobius represented in the collection, in the display, and he's a nice accompanying piece to the Loki that we've already got in the Falcon Build-A-Figure wave, that Disney Plus wave. We know we're getting Sylvie, so we're at least going to have 3 of those characters from the Loki series on the shelf, which I'm very happy about, and trust me, they have potential for many more, especially with all those Loki variants. We shall see what Hasbro do in the future. I'm sure it's on their radar. But look how he's standing. First of all, I must mention that suited Marvel Legends bodies are usually a pain in the ass to stand, and Mobius is standing there, no issues at all. Don't embarrass me, Mobius, as I move you around. He's standing up, no issues, so I'm not complaining there. Mobius can stand. And I also really like the likeness to Owen Wilson as well. So let's zoom in and check that out. Taking a closer look, he has got a pale face, so I do apologise if my lights are like too bright on his face. But the likeness is very good. I definitely see the Mobius, the Owen Wilson in him, and I like his little moustache as well. It's sculpted on there as well, not just painted, which is a nice touch. So if I've got a picture, I'll throw up a side by side and you can make your own mind up. Does this look like Owen Wilson's Mobius from the Loki Disney Plus series? I think it does. I'm very happy with that. So his hair is obviously a sort of grey, not a white, and it's got some sculpt, nice sculpt, but not really any paint detail in there, which I'm fine with. It's just grey hair, let's be honest. His little moustache is a bit more blondish grey, if you will, but it's definitely there, just hugging his upper lip, that little caterpillar. The same colour is on the eyebrows. And but yeah, I like the facial structure. I definitely see Owen Wilson in there, so no complaints from me. Moving down to just check out the rest of this figure. As I said, it's a suited body. It's not the same body as Loki. As you can see, does not have those gun holsters there that were reuse from that young Nick Fury. This is a previous Marvel Legends suited body, and his tie is like not all the way, like it's 3/4 length with just flat at the end as well. It's a unique tie. Has got a little bit of detail on there, some paint there, and a little, I think that's the Time Variant logo there. I don't think I can zoom in well enough to show you as it's tiny, but it is there. We've also got some detail on the belt as well. I can't remember looking at his belt from the show, but it's gold there with definitely a bit of sculpted detail. Same brown trousers as the jacket, and then he's got the brown shoes to match Very nice shoes there, nice and shiny as well, a bit more glossy than the plastic on the trousers to help them stand out as well, so I like that. Spinning around, unlike Loki, he doesn't have variant because obviously he's an agent, he's not a variant, and again, just all brown. So not anything crazy to show off here. As I said, it's just a guy in a suit. You could take the suited jacket off if you wanted to, but of course you wouldn't want to do that because then he's just going to have the jacketed arms. And Loki, Mobius wore his suit for the majority of it anyway, so no complaints there. No interchangeable hands though, which surprised me. Usually with single pack figures, we're going to get at least one set of interchangeable hands, but we don't get any with him. We just get these generic hands that come on most of our suited Marvel Legends body. It's sort of a C-grip trigger finger, if you will. Yeah, it looks like a trigger finger there, but obviously Mobius doesn't come with any guns, and then he's got more of a sort of half-assed grabby hand this side. So yeah, a bit more of a gesturing hand, but obviously it's used for holding things as well. So he can hold things because he does come with 2 accessories to hold. So let's check them out. So first is his staff. I can't remember the official name for this, but it's black plastic at the bottom, nicely sculpted detail, the brown, and then you're getting a little bit of gold up here as well. And there is a sort of like grill texture within there. I don't know if it's going to focus, probably not, but there is some nice textured detail or sculpted detail all the same, just to show off that sort of end. And of course they use these to mount people, send them to the void, and of course he can hold that in that hand, but very loose, by the way. So if he's holding it there, that's very loose, but he holds it. That's the main thing. So if he can hold it in that hand, he can also hold it in this hand because it's a tighter grip. So there you go. Yeah, it's a much better grip in that hand, to be honest. It looks like he can actually mount some people now. Both of the hands have side to side. Even the trigger finger hand has a side to side hinge, not up and down. And it's a shame with swords and pieces like this, you sort of wish you had an up and down hinge, but we don't. This is why it's side to side hinge on the hand. And again, I'm not going to go over the articulation for a suited body. It's you know what to expect. Like his arms don't even go up to 90. It's like he can do that, and that's about it. He does have double jointed elbows though, double jointed knees. There is a decent ankle pivot with these shoes, but again, suited bodies are very hard to stand. Legs go out that far, back a little bit, up a little bit. You can do a kick. There is a swivel at the top of the thigh and also a swivel at the top of the arm here as well. So yeah, the head can look up, head can look down, and down okay, looks up a lot better. But you can even do a little bit of head tilting as well, which I know people like to do. It shows expression, doesn't it? So yeah, suited body articulation, don't need to spend any time on that. So anyway, there's his first accessory. The second one, so no, this isn't his purse, this isn't his makeup set. This is, of course, the Tempest Pad. I think it's called Tempest Pad. I could be getting that completely wrong, but for some reason that's come into my mind. But anyway, this is his pad that the agents of the TVA use to travel through time. So if I open that up, which it does hinge, so there is a hinge, it's very loose, but the hinge does open up, and it reveals all these nicely sculpted buttons and stuff, which is pretty good. Now I assume this is very accurate. There is another sort of logo there, some buttons there. Now the screen itself is just black. Now that would have been really good if it actually had some details of maybe a timeline or some dates on there for a little Easter egg. That would have been nice, but I'm not mad about it either. But yeah, he can obviously now open his pad and use it to travel through time. So let's see if he can hold that. So yes, of course he can hold it. I'll put it in the sort of tighter grip, but if you spin it around, you can sort of see the screen there, and you can get him actually looking at it as well. And you can use the other hand to sort of suggest him typing away to travel through time, or just holding it, of course, like he does when he walks through those doors and he's checking out where he is. But he can hold it nice and firm. That's all good. He's not going to drop it, especially if you tip him upside down. So obviously the trigger hand is a tighter grip. That's pretty good. And of course, as I said, it does articulate. Let me spin it back round. There is the hinge there. It's a loose hinge though, but you can just close it and sort of keep it tight there. So now it looks more like a purse, and you can hold it in both hands. No, this hand's too loose, so you're gonna have to keep that in this hand. So I wish he did have another set of hands that was sort of a tighter grip, so we could hold both his accessories. He can hold them both, but this second hand's pretty loose, so like the baton is always just going to sort of fall out. So yeah, only one real good grip hand. And maybe in our fodder boxes we can find another hand, or maybe if I move that up a little bit and get it balanced. But yeah, that's not ideal. But if you want him just standing there holding his little accessory, that's pretty good. Looks a little bit less threatening than he does with his time stick. I think these folded down. It would have been good to get like a folded down bit and maybe a harness inside the jacket or something. That would have been a nice touch. But again, I'm asking for a little bit too much there. I'm happy to get a mini Owen Wilson that represents Mobius on the shelf. So kicking us off with the comparisons, of course we had to see how he looked compared with the Disney Plus Loki that we recently got. Now obviously the suits are a different colour completely, even the skin tones are a different colour, so you can't swap the hands out if you wanted to do that. And Loki is taller. I haven't actually checked the facts to see if Tom Hiddleston's actually taller than Owen Wilson, but I would assume he is because Tom Hiddleston's not a short guy. So I think this scale is actually correct. But again, you'd have to go on Google and do your own research. But for me, I'm happy with that. My mind's eye looks at that and thinks, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. And of course, Loki can now share these Time Variant Agent accessories. He can have the smelting stick if you wanted him to hold that. Because I don't think Loki came with anything from the Disney Plus series. So yeah, and again, Loki has Variant on the back, but Mobius doesn't. So now these two can travel through time and look for Sylvie. And obviously, Sylvie is in the What If wave, which we don't have in the UK yet. That's been delayed until November. So we're going to be waiting a while until I add Sylvie to this little trio. But for now, I'm happy Loki has got someone to stand next to him on the shelf because he was looking a little bit lost. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, these look great together. Here we have Mobius compared to some other suited bodies from Marvel Legends. Of course, we have a character that is in definite need of a redo with that digital face printing technology. It is, of course, Phil Coulson of S.H.I.E.L.D. This came in the Amazon exclusive 3-pack with Maria Hill and Nick Fury way back when. And this is obviously Everett Ross from Black Panther. And this is where the reuse is. This Mobius figure is wearing the same suited body as essentially Everett Ross, even down to the shoes. The difference is the belt buckle. So maybe the crotch piece is different. Of course, the ties are different, but the hands, the arms, the body, the suit jacket, the shoes is all reuse. So yeah, no complaints there though, because it makes sense. Mobius is a character wearing a suit. Marvel Legends already have a suited body. Nice, easy way for them to add another character to the display. So not complaining about it at all. But yeah, there you go. All these figures stand at about the same height as well, which shows you they're on the same body. But yeah, can we get a redo on Phil Coulson, please, Hasbro? But other than that, not mad about it. Now, Mobius hasn't really interacted with many of the Marvel characters in the MCU just yet, but in regards to comparisons, here's another version of Loki from Ragnarok, and then here we have Valkyrie as well, just to see how he mixes in with the MCU figures, and I think he looks pretty good. For another random comparison, and also because I'm about to review Surda, so I've got all my Thor Ragnarok figures out, here we have the Infinity War SH Figure Arts Hulk, and again, in regards to scale, Mobius is going to fit nicely into your MCU collection. And Mobius is a character pulled straight from the comics, so if you wanted to put him in a comic display, you could. So here we have him compared to Worthy, Hellfire Hank, and yes, I still have Captain Britain. Final thoughts, I am obviously very happy with Mobius. Love that we're getting more characters from these MCU Disney Plus shows to further expand our collection and our displays. Very happy that now Loki has someone to stand next on the shelf, as Loki was very lonely standing there in his suit. But now Mobius makes a lot of sense, and we know we're getting Sylvie as well. So we're at least going to have the main trio from that Loki series represented in plastic, which makes me very happy. Now, obviously, he's a single pack figure, no wave association. So he only comes with these two accessories, which is a little bit lackluster. The box does remain a little bit empty, but these two accessories make sense for a TVA agent. I like that that pad opens up, folds out, and he can hold both accessories like he's doing right now. A little bit loose in one hand with the baton. Obviously, he's got one hand that's a little bit tighter, but still, you can make it work just like I've done there. So yeah, I'm rambling. It's a guy in a suit, but it's a nice representation of the character. It represents from the TV show that I very much like. So I'm happy with it. You can make your own mind up, and you can let me know in the comments below. Are you a fan of Mobius? Do you hope one day this guy finds his jet ski? We shall find out, as Loki has officially got a season 2, and he's rumoured to appear in Doctor Strange, the Multiverse of Madness, like everybody is. Everybody is meant to appear in this movie. It's going to be 10 hours long, but I'd watch it still. I'm not complaining. But yeah, as always, people, if you like what you see and you like Marvel Legends, you're in the right place. Please, please, please hit that subscribe button. Much appreciated. You can now hit that join button and become a channel member as well. Quite simply show some love or join the members club. Much appreciated. You can follow me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. I'm on Twitter at Dan Who Reviews. And as always, my name is Dan W, and I will, of course, see you on the next one.